What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Michigan Muscle YouTube video. As you can see, we got a lot of snow last night. My subdivision is pretty covered right now if my camera adjusts. So I figured what better day than to test out how bald snow tires work in the snow. These little snow tires I've had in the car, my Blizzaks, I bought them used and I've had them on for probably 2 seasons now. And along that time, as you can see from the videos here, I've obviously done a lot of burnouts with them. They're getting a lot of wear and tear. The fronts aren't bad, but the rears are pretty much shot. So this will be the last season with them, but I was going to show how well do bald winter tires actually perform in the snow and can you actually use them. So it's like 15 degrees out right now. I've actually been having cold start issues with the car. And it being this cold, let's go ahead and see if she even fires. So one thing I noticed about the cold starts on these cars when it gets really cold out is they won't go to a higher RPM as they would when it's above like 30 degrees. When it's above 30 degrees, it'll go to like 1600, 1500 RPM. I noticed for the cold start, this is probably only at 1000. It's been colder before where it doesn't even increase the RPMs. It'll stay at like 700, the normal idling RPM, which is kind of strange. So the cold weather really has a big effect on these cars. You're now starting to settle down a little bit, but it's nowhere near where it used to be when it usually does a cold start. But we're gonna go ahead and clean the car off now and we'll take it for a spin and see how bald snow tires handle in the winter. Alright, got her all cleaned off, ready to go. Nice. We gotta let this defrost a little bit before we go. Steering wheel heater on, seat heater on, full blast defroster. So while the car's warming up right now, I'm letting my windows defrost. I'm going to talk a little bit about the tests I'm going to be performing to test out the capabilities of these bald snow tires. The first test I was going to do is I'm in my driveway right now, which is about a 5% grade using my my iPhone to measure. And I'm going to stop the car halfway down the driveway and then accelerate and try to go back up. Before, in years past, I was able to go up the driveway no problem, hands down, it worked great. This year, I've had a couple issues, but this is just snow, so we're going to see if I can get up with the snow. Before, when it was a sheet of ice, I couldn't make it, but we're going to test out the snow, and I'll show you guys if, you know, if the 5% grade is pretty typical. Even on, you know, main roads and stuff like that, you know, going through the country and things. So we're gonna see how that performs. I'm gonna set that up and, you know, obviously we'll see if the car can get up the driveway or not. If it can't, then, you know, the bald snow tires suck. But I'm gonna be using the snow and ice mode as well. And then we're gonna see if traction on versus traction off makes a difference. After that, I'm gonna go to an open parking lot and make some loops, not donuts, maybe donuts, and drive around and see just, you know, how the car handles as far as turning goes with bald rear tires. The fronts are fine, like I said, but if it's fishtailing unintentionally and things like that. So that's about it that I was going to try out. The main roads are pretty good already, so I'm going to try out my subdivision, like I said, and then we're going to go to a parking lot and see how that does. But yeah, the car looks like it's pretty much warmed up by now. The glass looks good, we can actually see, so let's go ahead and get the camera set up and we'll see if I can make it up my driveway. All right, here's test number one. We're gonna see if I can make it up the driveway. So here we go. The car is now in snow mode. Traction control is on. We're in drive, and I'm just gonna slowly pull up the driveway. No problems. Traction control is on. The back end's fishtailing a little bit, but the car made it up with relatively no issues. Not bad. Let's try it starting from further down. The car made it the first time. Now I'm gonna start from the bottom of the driveway and see if it can make it up. That's where I was having problems before. So it was fishtailing before, but we'll see if it can even make it up the driveway this time. Snow mode's still on at the bottom of the driveway. Car is fishtailing, it's not making it. I'm actually going back down. I'm full throttle right now, the traction control's limiting it. Let's try with traction control off. Nothing. We're stuck. We'll try from the street now, see if I can get back up the driveway. Traction control is still off, keep in mind. That made it, but the car would not do that by itself without a running start. Let's go back down and we'll try from the center of the driveway one more time just to verify. So the car could not make it up the driveway starting from the bottom. It could from the middle, so we're gonna try it from the center of the driveway again and just see if there's any correlation. But starting from the bottom, you saw the car couldn't make it at all, even with traction control off. I had to start from the street and get a running start. So we're gonna try it again from the middle and see if that works any better. Snow mode on, traction control on as well, just like last time. Oh, we're not making it. We're actually going back down. She is not making it. All right, we're stuck again. All right, so as you saw, the bald snow tires did not work as well as I thought. I've been doing okay with them, kind of managing, but just going up a driveway with a 5% grade, as you saw, I got stuck twice, 2 out of the 3 times. The first time was probably just lucky. I might have gotten a patch of cement where I'd gotten stuck before, and you know, wore down the ice and the snow and I was able to get back up. But now we're gonna go try it out in a parking lot and just see if the steering's affected by bald rear tires and if the car fishtail's going straight at all or anything, because like I said, in the past 2 seasons I've driven the car, it's been totally fine. This is the last season with these snow tires. As you've seen all the burnouts that I've done with them already, they're pretty much shot. This will be their last season. Okay, so I'm out in a pretty open field now, as you guys can see. An open lot. What I'm going to be doing is similar to my last video using the snow and ice mode, but in this case with the bald tires. I'm going to be doing a start off, so letting the car accelerate and take off with traction control on and off, both using snow mode. And then I'm doing braking as well with some turning and maybe a couple drifts in there here and there if you're lucky. But the main point of this video is to analyze how the tire is handling and gripping on the taking off and the braking scenarios with it being completely bald. So let's go ahead and get started. This is test number 1 in snow mode with traction control on. We're going to do a gradual acceleration so you can see the traction of the tire as the car starts to accelerate. All right, guys, and that is it. As always, I have to end my videos with some type of reckless act, of course, doing a donut or being obnoxious in some way. So I hope you enjoyed. But at the end of this video, I think we can conclude that bald snow tires do suck and don't really work that well at all. The only plus side that I do see to them is that you can actually, if the roads are dry, they can handle temperatures below 40 degrees, so they are still usable, and they get soft, not like the OEM Goodyear Eagle F ones that get hard as a rock and become totally unusable under 40 degrees. So that's one plus side of these, but other than that, I mean, they're pretty much useless. If you get caught in a snowstorm, just be prepared to take it easy and use up most of the road to get home, because it gets away from you. The back end fishtails, as you saw from the video Steven taking off, they spin really easily. They're useless. So go out and buy a set of new snow tires. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like the video, drop a comment below, and be sure to subscribe.